Uh, we just completed a month-long tour talking about our Better Way agenda. It has been a great success, and here's why I think this has been a great success. People are very anxious right now, whether it's the state of our economy or the state of our world. So we decided, all of us, back in January, to assemble a bold agenda to tackle some of the country's biggest challenges. We knew it would not be just enough to put ideas on paper. That's the old way, top down. Write a bill, put a cute acronym on it, and talk about it from a podium like this and move on. Our goal has always been to raise our gaze. Our goal has always been to take these ideas to the country and to listen to the country. Over the last month or so, that is exactly what we have been doing in this country. Coffees, roundtables, town halls, Rotary lunches, chamber dinners, food banks, churches. I end up giving away all of my booklets. This is my last one.
There's more on the way.
That's why you can just go to better.gop. The point is, what we have found is that this is what people want. People want a positive vision and a clear direction for solving the country's big problems. Because at its core, this agenda is about restoring a sense of possibility. This agenda is about restoring the notion that people can reach their potential in this country. That no matter where they start, we can find a better way to pull people together. So we appreciate the feedback we have received. We are going to act on more of these initiatives as this month unfolds, and the majority leader can get into that. We're going to keep this momentum going because we believe it is our duty and our job for our fellow citizens and our constituents to offer solutions to our country's big pressing problems, and that's exactly what we are doing.
Welcome back. Many of us have been through our district and other districts as well, and what we've been hearing. First, I want to start with some metrics. I believe in putting the metrics and seeing the results of this Congress and what we've been able to do. Here's a few numbers for you. There is a difference when you have a Republican House and Senate. 212 bills, House bills have passed the Senate. That is an 84% increase from the 113th Congress. And a total of 219 bills have been acted into law. It's an increase over the 25-year average as well. When you go out and you talk about the better way, as the speaker mentioned and Richard Hudson mentioned as well, people are hungry about ideas. They're also hungry from those results. So you will find some of those bills that are up on the floor this week. First, starting in the Article 1 area, you'll have Chairman Goodlatte Stop the Settlement Slush Fund Act. And one of the greatest things we hear out and about from our constituents is about jobs and growth and lack of. So from the Innovation Initiative in the Better Way, we have small business and innovators to help grow the economy. We have a number of bills there from Robert Hurt, Ann Wagner, Scott Garrett, and others. Innovation helps move America forward. Job growth helps solve many of our problems and help create a better way for America.
Welcome back. Traveled to about 10 different states during the break, and everywhere I went, people were excited about the Better Way agenda that we talk about. They like the fact that we have conservative ideas and we're willing to put them in paper and show the country how we can get the economy back on track, how we can strengthen our national security, how we can really get people out of poverty. So I think as we continue on through these next few months, it's going to be important that we keep building this momentum because it does build an opportunity for us to then go and implement all of those policies once we get into the next year. So we're going to continue moving those ideas forward, sharing those ideas with the American people, and we're getting great response. Something else that happened during the break, as many of you know, is we had some tragic flooding in South Louisiana. And we had incredible outpouring of support from all around the country, but I did want to share with you some of the things that happened. 13 people died in this tragic flooding. By most estimates, over 150,000 homes were flooded, and we had hundreds of thousands of people that were evacuated. But while you see the worst of times, we also see the best in people through all of this. We had unbelievable help from people all around the country. I know in parts of my district, in Ponchatoula, Louisiana, which is in my district, there was a group called Operation Barbecue, which was people from all around the country working through local faith-based groups and churches to feed people. Just this one group, Operation Barbecue, fed over 300,000 meals, all privately funded, helping people who were flooded all throughout the area. And of course, it's been well chronicled about the Cajun Navy, which were our neighbors. Just people that saw neighbors in need and went and got their boat that was in their backyard and drove it out. And when there was an area flooded, they launched their boat and they literally went and rescued and saved thousands of lives. So it was really uplifting to see just how the human spirit works and how people step up to help their neighbors and how faith-based groups came together so effectively too to do something that was important and what was needed as we continue to struggle through this tough time.
Over the past several weeks, we've been taking our Better Way agenda to every corner of this country, and it's all part of our ongoing commitment to listen and to take that feedback and to offer real solutions to address the frustrations that we hear from people. And it's putting the American people back in charge of their representative government. Whether it was a town hall in Pomeroy or a festival that I attended in Pullman, I heard the same themes, that people are struggling to make ends meet, that the VA and other agencies are disconnected from their mission, that small business owners, they tell me over and over that they're drowning in the regulations and they're worried that they're going to be regulated out of business. The federal government, time and time again, is making people's lives harder. And they need to know that Congress is focused on getting the job done, getting things done. Now more than ever, Americans need their representatives in the United States House of Representatives, the People's House, hearing the challenges they face and offering real solutions to address them. We're going to continue to do everything within our power until every farmer, every teacher, every stay-at-home parent feels confident in their lives and in their future. At the end of the day, our Better Way agenda is our pledge. It's my pledge to the people of Eastern Washington and to America. We hear you, and we're offering a better way.
Holy smokes, we got it.
We can all fit on the box.
I hope we can all stand together.
Gee whiz. There's room for all of you on the box now. Yes. We know how to build a better way. This August, I had the opportunity to travel around eastern Kansas and ask Kansans about the challenges that they're facing. And it was no surprise that the same answer came back repeatedly. Government regulation is strangling the economy and innovation and stifling job growth and stagnating wages. Fortunately, I was able to visit with folks about our solutions, our Better Way agenda, which proposes common sense reforms to get the government out of the way by implementing practical solutions to real problems. Our proposals strip away the layers of red tape that have snared small businesses trying to start out and would give greater opportunities to students and workers to put themselves in a position to be successful. The agenda would also propose to uphold the Constitution to make the government more accountable, transparent, and representative of the interest of the American people. Right now, it's clearer than ever that our nation faces a tough road ahead. But what's equally clear is that this Better Way agenda is a positive and workable solution to put America back on the right track.
Questions? Chad.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I know there's been a lot of talk in the past couple of days about addressing the sit-in that the Democrats executed in June here. The leader said yesterday that the investigation is complete or coming to a close. So tell us what were the findings and what should be the corrective action.
First of all, our goal here and our job is to protect this institution. To protect this institution so that democracy can work, so that this republic can function, and so that the House of Representatives can get its job done. And also, so that we have comity here, so that Republicans and Democrats can actually talk with one another and be reasonable with one another. That's our job and our responsibility. You'll see what we have when we have it, and you'll see it when we do something
So
about
is
it.
this not complete yet? And
We'll announce it when we have it ready, and you'll see it when it's ready. Andy.
Speaking of protecting the institution, do you think the House should be in the business of impeaching people in the government if the Judiciary Committee doesn't think there's enough evidence?
Well, this is a privileged resolution, as you probably well know. This is something that we're going to have a planning conference on next week, and we're going to discuss it among our members, and the members are going to vote the way they want to vote on this. It's a privileged resolution, so it will come to the floor, and our members are going to talk about it. You have members on both sides of this. Members on the Judiciary Committee, on both sides of this issue. And this is something where the conference is going to work its will. Yeah.
9/11 anniversary is on Sunday. We hear that the 9/11 families who lost loved ones that tragic day are coming to Washington to pressure you guys to put the bill basically allowing them to sue Saudi Arabia for damages on the floor this
Yeah,
week.
JASTA. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is currently in committee. Peter King has gone on record saying that you would support it as long as Goodlatte supports it, and he said Goodlatte supports it. Where is this?
I'm a regular order guy. We've been talking about regular order. We just got into town, and these conversations among members and committee chair just started yesterday. The majority leader will have more to say soon on what the schedule is going to look like. Manu.
Given that
Is it Manu or Manu?
money.
Okay, sorry. I've gotten it wrong for like a year. All right,
Sorry,
sorry.
Given that the Senate Democrats have blocked the House passed Zika bill on multiple occasions, why not just accept a clean bill?
Shame on them.
That does not have restrictions on Planned Parenthood.
Restrictions on Planned. Look, give me a break on this thing. We passed the $1.1 billion bill for Zika, which was the level agreed to in the Senate. We did the responsible thing. We did it before the July 4th recess. I think that they're just being wholly partisan with these endless filibusters. This is obviously an issue we're going to have to resolve this month. But just so you know, the House did its job, and the Senate has been blatantly political with Zika funding. We'll figure out how to get this done, but we have done our job over and over again, and I think they should drop these partisan filibusters. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.